here with freshman Haiden McCraney from Madison Ridgeland Academy, MRA. You talked about when you were recruited why you chose Alcorn, and you talked about the great character. Talk a little bit about what you've seen so far in the first week of camp.
So far in the first week of camp, I've just seen a lot of guys really come together. I mean, we're all a family out here. We might get into fights every now and then, but that stays all on the field. Afterwards, we're all just picking each other up, and I like to see that.
The intensity of this game is something. Is there anything that surprised you, like when you got here, once you saw everything in person, now that you're feeling it, any surprises?
I really don't know if I've seen any surprises. Just everything was a lot bigger than I expected. It was just a lot faster tempo. It's just not high school anymore. That's for sure.
Talk about the transition, the college game to the high school game to the college game in terms of a kicker's perspective.
In terms of a kicker's perspective, you just have to be a lot more disciplined, because when you mess up, there's no sugarcoating it anymore like high school. It's you're going to get benched or somebody else is going to take your spot. Because where I came from, it was only me. But now I got competition. You can't mess around anymore. How
has the competition made you better so far?
Man, I tell you what, I love competition so much. It's just something about it. It just puts everybody on the top of their game. And I've been missing that for a while, and I'm glad I finally found it again.
Talk about Coach Hobson, and of course he recruited you, and now that you've seen him live and in person on the field, anything surprised you there?
He was exactly what I expected him to be. He's calm and cool when he's around you, but he can get to yelling out there. I don't know. He was one of the main reasons that I came here, just that he actually cared.
Talk about your conditioning so far. We'll start two-a-days coming up next week, not two-a-days, but twice every other day. Talk a little bit about that, considering that we've had some hot days.
I think we'll actually fare pretty well, because Coach Hop told us one thing. He's going to make sure we were in shape, and he's been running us good.
Yeah.
Real nice. A lot of 110s, a lot of them.
You said when you recruited and you made your decision, you knew right away that Alcorn was kind of the best place for you. What really stood out to cause you to make the decision that it was Alcorn?
I can remember my first day when he came. He was the first head coach to come down and actually talk to me. Usually they just sent special teams coaches out, all that. It's just when I talked to him, it's just somehow I knew he was going to take care of me, and he wasn't going to push me to the side like they do with most kickers.
Sometimes as a freshman you get in awe of a bigger situation, a new situation. You seem to be handling it pretty well. I'm
trying to handle it well. It's just classes. Man, with this football schedule, it's basically if you have free time, you're missing something.
Yeah.
It's just boom, boom, boom.
What's the difference this time of year, first week in campus compared to high school? Are there any similarities between what you deal with in high school and preparing for the season as compared to college this is your first go-around?
Well, I think some of the similarities is that we do all the special teams first, but it's so much more conditioning and more weightlifting. It's just, in high school, you could get away with not doing what you had to do, but here, you're held to a higher standard.
You've done some place kicking and punting. Give us your range in terms of field goals.
Field goals, so far, 69 is as much as I've got. I've almost had 70, just needed about a foot. Punts, thinking maybe my longest was a 68 with about maybe a good 5-second hang time. And kickoffs, well, out the back pretty much.
Wow. Okay. Thank you. Appreciate it.
Yes, sir.